and welcome. This recording, it's going to be a bunch of snippets because ooh, extreme close up. Woo! Yes, just to show a little bit of progress that I've been making, and I always tend to show off things as a fait accompli and go, ta-da, aren't I brilliant? And I did ask if people wanted me to actually see me do any building, and that's sort of come back as an affirmative. So there will be a little building section as well. But first, let's show you what I've done. First of all, I've got this path now coming from, this is going to be, to the beach walk. And I'm showing this because in my mind this is pretty much an epic fail. I was trying to sort of bring the path around here or get it to join up here, and it didn't do either. So what I've done is I've kind of got a bit of a wonk, and whenever I have a sort of like a design fail, I tend to leave it so I can have a little bit of a think about it and see if I like it or see if I don't. And this is one of those times where no, it's not working. So there is going to be a bit of a redesign there. But I thought instead of just showing off things that I'm really, really proud of, I can also show off where I make a mistake. And that's encouraging, I think, for everybody else, because we all make mistakes, and people can see that mistakes aren't permanent, especially not in Creativerse. It's like, you just rip it up and start all over again. It's like here I thought, well, I just that doesn't look right, so I'll probably just bring this haunted floor all this way, which will fix that little problem. What to do with this path? My choices, as far as I can see it, is I can probably maybe start here and meander it out this way, so it doesn't actually join up with this square at all. Or I keep it going straight and then bring it in diagonally here, so it kind of hits in on this corner. I will try out both options and see which one I like best. As it stands at the moment, this is option one, which I like the least. But you might be wondering, well, how did you get the path there? Wasn't there a building here, Tashlan? Yeah, there was my little creature trap. Well, I've moved it. It was always my intention to move it, and I've taken it underground. And yes, I've had a couple of fun with this. I was having Boss Hog Day as opposed to Groundhog Day, because I'll show you when we go down there. But I was sort of standing here watching Boss Hog go into there, and he would come out there and then come back at me and into there and come out there. I was like, well, this is fun. How long can I stand watching Boss Hog pop up there and come through here? It went through quite a few iterations where I thought, well, clearly there is a design flaw. And what it was, and I'll show you as we go down these steps, is, as you can see, I've got the roof and everything, and I thought, it would be a very clever idea to sort of enclose this area rather than have darkness. As it turns out, no, that wasn't a good idea, because the teleporter's it's about here, but underneath. So they were teleporting into the brick, and with having nowhere to go but up, they were popping out the top again. So it was creating pretty much Boss Hog days, as I say, instead of Groundhog days. It's like, okay, live and learn. And of course, now if we go down here, now I'm aware there are some creatures that can hit if you're right next to this block. So apart from this little choke point here, I've made sure that I have given myself what I call my stand back space. So if there does spawn anything in here that can wallop me from this distance, I can stand back and go, try it now, big boy. Nina, Nina, Nina. And I think that it's the it's the thing that can do that. So I'm not anywhere near the corruption layer, so I'm sort of future-proofing my build. As you can see, I haven't quite finished. This is just me noticing and like, I'm not finished. But that's because, as usual, I get distracted by something and then come back later and think, duh. So, yes, I probably do want to... Now, see, what I'm trying not to do with this is I don't want it to be inconsistent. So I am trying very hard to, if I pull anything up, is to replace it with this sand. And this is me practicing talking and building. How am I doing? Not so good. And by doing that, it kind of, it looks better. Right, and pop that back. And I have a very strong feeling I'm using more dirt than... Oh. Now that one stays, Tash. And why does it stay? Maybe it stays because... there's a stairway. Right, so I'll need to come back and get some more rocky dirt. Guaranteed I have got... That's probably why I left it in the first place. I've got no shortage of rocky dirt, so that's not going to be a problem. So that's that little change. I've also been working on what I'm calling my staff area. Not sure how much I've shown. I don't think I've actually shown where I've created this new stairway. So, well, this is something nice. We've seen this one. Well, now we've got this one, which goes up an extra floor. So we've got this going along to here. I had to do a bit of a remodel on this tower because Egypt over here had forgotten, because what I've done with the towers, I've offset them by one block. Well, I'd forgotten to do it on this one, hadn't I? So I had to sort of tear down that side and bring it in, and tear down this side and bring it out. I was like, the life of a perfectionist. But what I've also done here, as you can see, I've added all these windows, which makes it a lot brighter. You'll also notice that my little chest storage area is no longer storing any chests. Interesting. And I have this sort of kind of window seat area. I heard those little pouncy feet coming after me while I was trying to gather my thoughts together. What I don't like about that... Is he still coming after me? Oh, you quitter. Aww. Aren't they so cute when they fall asleep? Come on. Get cross. Now you see, he's having a problem here because he's on... Oh, no. Problem solved. He's on a slab block, and it seems that the pathing of creatures, if you turn stairs the wrong way around and slabs the wrong way around, it kind of stymies them. So they make good creature pauserers. Yes, pauserers. Yes, I was talking about this window. It's not ideal having this window here. It's kind of blocked by the step. It's a bit clunky. The problem is that from the other side that's where it needs to be. So I have to sort of think, am I going to just make a kind of feature of this being like this, or move the stairs, or moving the stairs is a possibility, but where do I move them to? Yes, it's not too terrible being there, but it's not perfect either. So, yeah. But anyway, we have an upstairs. Ta-da! And I've put this here so you don't just fall down phantom stairs. And we've got this little gate here to the whole running area. And then, you know, obviously this goes to where it's going to be one of the dining areas, and the whole tree climbery thing. What else have I done? I think, yes, I have. I do a little bit and go away, do a little bit and go away, and I forget what I've done. I have also shown you a very extreme close-up of the roof, which was unintended. Oh, it's close-up day, people. And we have now our little dining area. So people can sit here and drink their Shangri-Las or whatever it is, and overlook the beautiful savannah that they've come on safari to see. So far, so goody, right? Okay, so the next job is I'm going to build this on camera, but not at the moment. I don't have any of those stuff. Oh, it's low gravity. I could have fallen. I'm going to bouncy fall anyway. Right, but creating these stairs, I've created this, another staff-only entrance. Now, this is another one I'm showing off as an epic fail. Well, it's not an epic fail, but it's something that's not working. Now, this is fine. This is an under the stairs area. We all have them. I've got one in my house. It's full of brooms and mops and buckets and things. So we all have one. Not a problem. I don't know, maybe be nice if you could hang suits of armour or something, wouldn't it? But yes, I've put down these stairs, and then I've got on this side, I've put my processors and a storage chest to throw stuff in. And I've got my forges on this side and forge fuel, which currently consists of lots and lots and lots and lots of doors. And then the stairs, this is the under cupboard bit on the other side that I think I've already shown you. This is where I had the forges and processors. This is very, very much still a work in progress. And one thing that I don't like is these stairs. So this is going to get changed, but I wanted to show you almost like my before picture of this. So when I've tested out a few more ideas, I'll come back and go, now doesn't this look a bit better? And we'll see. And then in here is where I've got all of my storage. I've been toying around with this, but this is an underground area, so it's already dim and dismal. So this just makes it look more dank. Now, I could go with that. I could say, well, you're going to an underground storage area. Been in a wine cellar, anyone? They are pretty musty and dank and that. But there's no reason why I can't make it bright and cheerful as well, somewhere where my staff are going to want to go. And what I've done as well is, instead of using the stone chests, I have been saving up on Arkstone to build these grand Arkstone chests, Arktech chests, my apologies, simply because, you know, they have quite a high storage level. So it means you need fewer of them to store more stuff. So this is my storage as it is for now. And what I like is I've left myself with plenty of room for expansion. And because it's underneath all of my construction, it does mean that if I want to, I can create corridors going through here, which is kind of my intention, although I've got this here for now. Just to create a corridor, and then you go into one corridor and another for different things. Mostly what it's going to be is sort of surplus stuff or stuff that I'm not going to use as much. I tend to find when I'm building, I don't want to have to go, you know, trot, trot, trot to here, pick that up, then trot, 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 trot over here to pick that up. I like to stand somewhere and go, I want some of that, some of that, some of that, some of that. Thank you. Sorted. Off I go. I'm lazy. I admit it. Or I do it just for quickness. Oh, is that it? But this is another area that is in need of a redesign. So this is a bit of a progress report, I suppose, just to let you know what I've been up to. I have been playing a couple of other games as well. Planet Coaster released their beta yesterday, so of course I've had to have a little bit of an hour or so, maybe more, messing around on that. And I've also got a closed beta key for the Gwent card game. And I have to admit that I'm really enjoying it. I think I've lost as many games as I've won. But that's brilliant because, I really don't mind losing. I'm really not a sore loser. It's kind of, good game to the other person. It's like, yeah, you outwitted me, outfoxed me, beat me, tricked me, whatever it was, good game. And I'm really enjoying that sort of aspect. Is you're playing up against other players, and you don't know what their strengths and weaknesses are. You don't know what sort of decisions they're going to make, and there is no sort of guaranteed win. I mean, I often find if you play against AI in any sort of situation, I mean, we have it here. We've got these AI, and it's kind of, AI, got you beat, pal. And we all develop that kind of strategies because we are human beings and we are capable of outfoxing any AI. It becomes more difficult when you're trying to outfox another human being. And that's the great... Yeah, there you go, you see? There we go, Boss Hog Day. So, needs work. I'm so glad that happened, though, so I can show you. So clearly, I still need to... There you go. That's quite some flight there, pal. Flippin' heck. Bounce. And then come on, Boss Hog Day. See, this is the problem that I have. And then he'll go through there and he'll pop out through there. Yep. So he's popping out there. Right. X marks the spot. Yeah, definitely. Just exactly where the teleporter is. Okay. Now I know where the problem is. Wow. He is still flying. That's quite fascinating. That must be due to the low gravity jinxing about with him a fair bit there. Oh. Right, well, we are not going to sit here. Well, we can. We can watch the Boss Hog bounce. Da ba da da da. Let's all play the Boss Hog bounce. Da 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 da. That's me disco dancing. And he's slowing down. Oh, bing! Okay, that might take a while, people. We'll leave him to do his little Boss Hog thing. And this is my little update. I will come back and do this little build. I will come back and show you some of the other little things that I'm working on. So this is a temporarily goodbye. Use your words, Tashlan. It's a temporary ta-ra for now. It might, looking at the time, it might turn into one shortish vid, and then splice some other things into another vid, and you know how it goes. All this flashy editing stuffs and nonsenses that us tubers do. But for now, I love you loads. From me and Mr. Bouncy over there. Peace out, peeps.